You know, I did it for 30 years. Let me tell you, managing money for other people is an incredibly stressful occupation. And most good risk managers care. And here's my daily shot at Peter Schiff, except for him. He's admitted he doesn't care. What a fucking loser. Okay? Shifty Pete is a conflicted fuck who says that he didn't care when I called him out on a debate on Peter McCormick's podcast as being a horrible risk manager. He says, yeah, well, so what? I don't care. Well, anybody with money with Peter Schiff, if you don't listen to a risk asset manager who says he doesn't care about your money, you deserve to lose the money you're going to lose with guys like Peter Schiff. And he gave birth to he didn't give birth to, but he participated in the creation of a great son. And let's give him kudos for that. But as far as a risk manager, and then always, you know what is he? He's the ambulance chaser, right? Yeah, I told you Bitcoin would go down. I told you Bitcoin would go down. If he had bought 1% of his portfolio in Bitcoin when he first heard about it at $10 a Bitcoin, 1% of his gold portfolio, he'd be up over 600 times for his whole portfolio. And he's a good risk manager? No, sir. He's an absolute conflicted buffoon. And I've used those words a lot today. I'm a buffoon. I'll admit it. Shifty Pete, at least admit you're a buffoon because you're costing a lot of people money with your advice. The guy has given so much horrible advice to risk managers anywhere that anyone who listens to him right now, I guess I've just turned it off and said, look, you're going to listen to this clown. You deserve what you get. Okay. He knows he's wrong, you guys. That's the worst part of this. And he's not man enough to admit his mistakes. That is really shameful, costing people money. You know, yeah, he's the world's greatest asset manager over the last 3 weeks. Okay. How's your gold fund done, sir? I'm down like 10% over the last 2 years in gold. Like, that's not a good asset manager. But as he said, he doesn't care. I guess what he cares about is Twitter followers. But let's change the subject. I apologize. I made a New Year's commitment that I was going to be nicer. So I'm not following through on that nicety right now.
That's all right. We can, at the very least, we can say Peter Schiff accepts Bitcoin. So there's the truth of it all right there for you.
I don't have my tinfoil hat. This is going to be a thing, but I'm fully convinced.
I like his son. Did you know this story? I actually gave his son Bitcoin for his son's birthday. Over 2 years ago, he admitted that he owned a Bitcoin wallet. So I said, give me your address. I wasn't sure if I was talking on Twitter with a robot or not. Anyway, to that robot address, I sent a bunch of Bitcoin. It wasn't a bunch. It was like $100 worth. Happy birthday, Spencer. He admitted he got it. Then his father comes on and says, you bunch of Bitcoin idiots are sending Bitcoin to my son. Man, I thought you were stupid. Now I'm sure of it. So that $100 that I sent to Spencer was when Bitcoin probably was at $8,000. So it's still up 4 times. I really hope he didn't sell it. Okay? From there, it had gone up as high as 70 or gone up as high as over 10, almost 10 times. Point is this, again, remember, Bitcoin is part of a diversified portfolio of hard assets, including gold. I own gold. I own gold for days like today because gold is actually flatlining, and Bitcoin and other harder assets than gold or equally hard assets are down 10% plus. What does a smart risk manager do on days like today? Peels off a little bit of his gold, buys a little more of the other hard assets that have not held in, like gold is held in. And fuck you, Steve Hanke. You're a fucking disgrace, okay? Go pound sand, you old fucking squid.